What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be part 2 of turning my Jon Boat into my dream saltwater skiff. This episode is all about paint removal. I mean, as you can see, we're going to be using a lot of wire wheels and a lot of paint remover. But with a lot of time, love, and care, and, putting this extra effort in, we got the boat looking right. So just stay tuned and keep an eye out for little things we did. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comments and let me know. But I will give you a fair warning. I talk like a sailor during these clips. So this is not child friendly. If you have a child or you are a child, go ahead and swipe off this video and or just mute it. I don't know what to tell you, but I talk like a sailor. Obviously, I am a sailor. I got me a boat, so not much I can really say about that. But as you do see here, I am leaf blowing the boat. All that sand that piles up, it's way better to leaf blow it than it is to try and use water, just because the water speeds up the oxidation process, which is something you definitely don't want to do unless you plan on re-sanding the entire thing each time. But yeah, stay tuned. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop it down in the comments and let me know. I just finished sanding all of that lip right there. I did all this yesterday. I just hit this with paint stripper, and I'm about to sand all that down. Once that's done, I'll probably come back tonight or tomorrow and do all of this right here. And then the next day, or maybe that night or the next day, I'm gonna come back and do these benches and this back wall. And I'm contemplating if I should do the side walls or leave them camo. I already kind of started up here, so I might just carry it on all the way and completely repaint the inside of the boat.
Easy as fuck, came off smooth. The more you apply, the more it looks like this. The less you apply, it looks like that, and it's hard to come off. But when you apply it a lot, it just starts coming straight up, and when you hit it with the thing, it literally just rips off clean. I'm applying a second layer to the parts that were stubborn, letting that do its thing, and then I'm gonna come in and knock that shit out. It's gonna look beautiful. Look it out. It's kind of jail.
Ooh, that shit looking clean. Tomorrow I'm gonna come back and finish this front part. I'm gonna do this wall. Haven't even touched it yet. I just kind of hit it with the water hose and knocked off most of the paint. But yeah, I'll do this wall over here and this part. And I'm gonna go in and do all the detail work, touch ups and stuff. And this little crack here, get in this little crack here, and I'm gonna do all the detail inside those cracks. I'll try to get under there all tomorrow. And there's not much over here. There's a little bit of detail work I need to do. Small stuff like little corners and stuff. But the boat is almost ready to go. I'll do all that tomorrow, and then the day after I'll probably come over and finish sanding down all the forgot what it's called, but the edge of the boat. There's a specific name for it, I forget. That's just gonna look good as fuck. Once I get rid of all that, I'm gonna sand it all down. Once I finish removing all the paint, I'm gonna sand it all down. This is like oxidation or mud or something from when I went out in the bay. You can see it comes off. So I'm gonna get rid of all of that on all of this part, sand everything down, and get it ready for welding. And then once I weld on all my frame and shit, I'll prime it all up and I'll paint it a new color. I'm probably gonna go desert tan, army tan, high gloss, and I'm gonna wax it so it's nice and shiny. But from basically the edge of the lip around and over, all inside will all be tan. This is from when I took it out. I went into the bay a couple times with this, fished a bunch, and mud got in it, whether that be from getting out the boat and walking around or the cast net or just whatever it was. A lot of mud got in, water, and I had already sanded all the aluminum down in most spots, so I guess it got dirty, but I real quick figured out with the wire wheel that it comes up. So if you do plan on taking your boat out when it's in this stage, just know you'll have to redo it again. I mean, it is what it is. I don't care. I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm gonna get all that fresh and shiny back to fresh aluminum how it is here, and then that'll be ready. Honestly, I don't even need to remove this. It's more of a personal preference. I mean, I'm literally about to fill foam in right here and then put a new piece of aluminum as a floor, so this won't even be visible. But if I'm already taking apart the boat and doing it, why not do it all the way and do it right? You know what I mean? So this is where we're at right now. We're burning through these wire wheels like rubber, but that means we're getting the job done. We're definitely gonna need quite a few of these. I prefer I'm not sure if this is stainless steel or what it is, but not the copper one. These seem to last a lot longer and do a lot more damage. We're gonna go ahead and get started, get back to where we left off. Alright, so starting the detail work. It's looking good. This thing is coming together. It's looking good. Once you're up top, here very shortly, you won't see any green. You'll have it how it looks right here, just straight silver, and then we're gonna obviously paint it. I said silver, I mean aluminum. Just looks silver gray. Let's do that whole strip. We already got the paint remover on it. We applied the paint remover all here. It comes off super easy with the wire wheel once you put the paint remover on. I let it sit overnight. Getting all the details and everything. Gonna come back, hit all this, and then once all the edges are done, I'll go ahead and start doing the detail work, like inside of the grooves here. I don't know if you can tell, but I was getting in there with smaller wire wheels, trying to clean out any paint that might be in between the cracks. I'll definitely go back through and do another layer of detail work. Obviously, I'm gonna come back in here and do some more inside the crack. I ordered some different wire wheels that have different links and attachments, so I can go ahead and get up into the grooves. Got down all in here. Got all that looking good. Need to get a little bit more, some details down there. Like I said, I got probably 2 days, 3 days left of removing the edges, and then probably a day or two of all the detail work. And then I can go ahead and move into the framing and the new floors and get the boat looking proper. Slowly but surely, we are getting off the paint, getting it down to a smooth finish. Once we're done with the rim, that'll be the last of the major paint removal. And then we'll go ahead and start the polishing of all the aluminum. That is looking damn good right there. As you can see, I got the chair over there holding everything up. It's about to be super shiny when this thing is done. I mean, when you're sitting in the boat, you're not gonna see any of the green paint underneath, which is the camouflage. You're just gonna see the high gloss tan that I'm gonna put in. But yeah, this is this is working great. Smaller wire wheel seems to do a better job at being more accurate, so I'm using the smaller one over here to make sure I don't scratch up the paint as best as possible. Woo, brother, would you look at that? I would say we're making some pretty good progress here. I can't wait to go back in and polish up the inside and just have the whole thing looking complete. Just where we're at. Removing this side. Once that side is removed, man, it will look great. I just finished all up around here. I need to get a smaller one that I have over here to the side in a second and get behind the handle, and then I'll go ahead and knock this side out once I'm, finishing it up over here. And then we'll have every piece of visual metal while you're inside the boat is gonna look fresh. Obviously it's gonna get painted, so what you're seeing now, that everything that's silver or aluminum is going to eventually be high gloss tan, so it's gonna look very crispy. And I also can't wait to replace the transom in the back. That's one of the next steps coming up here once I'm finished with the paint removal, so stay tuned. So we finally made it to the last of the paint removal on the gunnel, the edge of the boat here. I figured out with the sander, I'm able to get the paint off a lot quicker, though it's not as detail oriented. So after I get off the majority of the paint, I'm gonna go back in where all these little rivets are, or like little dents, and I'll go in and get the paint out of them with the wire wheels, as well as touch up all the edges and stuff like this right here that is not really suited for the flat sander. But once all that stuff is done, I'll go ahead and hit the underside of the lip of the gunnel, and we should be done with the paint removal on the top part. We'll go back on the inside and do a little bit of the detail work. As you can see over here, I started sanding down the center, and then in these middle parts I went through and wire wheeled out all the gunk. Compared to this one, still has all the gunk in it, so we'll go ahead and do all the finishing touches today and tomorrow. Go through, sand all that, knock all that out, get everything looking proper back here, and get it ready for some fabrication as well as priming. It's starting to look pretty damn good. I cannot even lie to you. When I'm looking at this from a distance, I'm just like, wow, that thing is looking proper now. So I'll even touch this up, and I'm gonna put a new transom mount here, or jack plate, to be able to raise the boat motor up and out of the water. But hell yeah, that shit is looking real good. Cannot even lie. The paint. She's coming together. just sat here and polished up all the aluminum on the inside. Got the whole deck looking really good. All the walls looking really good. Everything is looking super fresh. Ready for that fresh paint. All I got left to do for the polishing is this back bench. It got a little dirty during the cleaning process. Got these back little benches to do, and then this inside part right here, I have a feeling that's gonna make a mess. Hopefully it doesn't mess up over here, because it's looking it's looking great right here, and over here it's looking a little but we'll have it looking proper here before we get started on anything. And there we have it. The boat's all polished up and looking beautiful. I got that thing sparkling. Like, I don't know. I think the boat probably looks better than it did whenever whoever bought it originally first got it back in 1987. So I'm super happy with the results, and I'm ready for the next step. If you guys learned anything from this video, be sure to drop a like. If you didn't learn anything from the video, still be sure to drop a like. And, you know, I had a lot of fun doing this, and I hope you guys had fun watching it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and until then, I'll see you guys next time whenever I'm ready to show you guys what is next on this awesome boat build.